Welcome to the Ben Mala podcast, where Ben Mala and the crew are going to answer your real estate questions. If you'd like to submit your question, go to benmala.com/podcast and submit your question. You can also get Fast Pass that guarantees you a call on the show. Go to benmala.com/shop. Links are in the video description. Ben is also going to answer your super chats, so send those our way. And
No.
Ben, and Ben,
$5 minimum.
yeah, we're going to be more strict with super chats. Thank you very much for all the support. And Ben, today we have some special guests.
Yep, here we are. We're back again with special guests. So if you got questions for these gentlemen, I don't know them that well, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But in fact, send in a super chat and ask them a question. Let's find out what they're all about. They look like gangsters. They look like white-collar gangsters. That's what they look like. These guys look like two faces off American fucking Greed, let me tell you. But that's a compliment from me. For me, that's a compliment because those guys are always making money and looking good, you know, and sharp. And all right, so we have Nihad. And Nihad, tell them how we met, Nihad.
Well, I think this was 2017. He was coming to see a home I had on the beach for Bitcoin, of course, for $4.3 million. He looked around and he said, "That's too small."
No, the price was too big.
But it was too small. He wanted bigger.
But that's not how we really got in contact. You were a listing agent in the house. You showed the house.
Yeah.
I came over there with the Rafal the Pollock.
Yep.
And we looked, my wife, and we looked at the house. And how did you actually make contact with me?
Oh, well, you dropped your phone on top of your car.
I didn't drop it.
You drove off.
Tell us, where was I? Was I driving down?
I was driving down Golf Boulevard.
You were driving?
Behind you.
You
You pulled out
behind
in front of me. Yeah, you pulled out in front of me.
I cut you off?
You cut me off. I said, "This asshole," and the Rolls Royce cut me off. And then I saw a phone fall. I go, "Good, he deserves it."
It's a true story.
It is true. I stopped, picked up the phone. I followed him to the golf course. I knew exactly where he was going to eat because that's where he usually goes.
You followed me in my Rolls Royce.
No, I knew where you were going because I stopped you at the foot and you took off.
You're stalking.
Well, when did you pull me? You pulled me over? Is that how it
No,
happened?
no. I went. I knew where you were going because
You knew where I was going.
There's only two places you go: food and home.
Yeah. So what did you do? You followed me to the country club?
I went. No, I didn't. I knew where you were going. I know the country club. They just wouldn't let me in because I was wearing jeans.
Yeah.
You told them, "Don't let the
It's not the jeans that stopped you.
It's not allowed."
Anyway, but so you came to the country club, and what happened?
Well, I came in. I said, "I have Ben's phone. I would like to go see him." And I start walking in and said, "Whoa, you're not allowed in here.
You can't come in here, baby. You ain't no member.
You can't come in here." I go, "Why?"
But you look like fucking Saturday Night Fever. That's why.
You're wearing jeans. I said, "I'll go change. I'll be right back." They said, "No, we'll go get a plane."
So I was in the club, and
Eating.
they came and got me.
Yeah.
And then I was without my phone all that time.
That was your wife's phone, remember?
Oh, it was my wife's phone.
And the screen broke.
So she left the phone on the roof of the car.
Yep.
We get in the car, we drive off.
Yeah.
And it falls off the car, and you grab it.
Yep.
And then that's how we met.
Yep. That was about 2-3 years ago. And you said, "Yeah, I owe you one." And I never heard from him again.
Well, here you are. I mean, because basically, I figure this guy's nice enough to come and give me the phone. He can't be that bad of a guy, but he is. No, I don't know him that well yet. He talks a big game, but you guys decide. Is this guy's for real or what? But anyway, I know he's listed and had multi-million-dollar houses on the beach for sale, and he hung around with the Pollock real estate agent that's done all kinds of deals. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So that's Nihad. He's a sales agent here.
So we got a surprise coming, not yet, but coming soon.
Coming soon?
Coming soon.
But he's I'm just telling everybody who the hell you guys are portrayed to be. He's a local real estate agent. He's a hustler. He's got the hunger. See, I gravitate towards people that have the hunger. They want to make some money.
That's it.
So if I feel like, and I'm not always right either. I've screwed up plenty of times, but you roll the dice. You never know. So we'll see what happens. If he turns out to make me some money and he makes some money, that's what builds a relationship. He's a lot of talk, but I want to see some goddamn action. That's the story with Nihad here today. And then Nihad, he has to bring along his buddy and try to sucker me in for something. And your name is Heath.
He's my partner in crime.
How are you part? Yeah, but when you guys don't really do any money making together, do you?
Actually,
has he ever made you any goddamn money?
Lots of money. On crypto, yes.
Are you willing to tell us some real fucking numbers or what?
Yes, but I want to keep it a little bit down. I'm going through a little bit of divorce.
All right, let's not talk about it. Drop the subject. You got broke. You're fucking broke. You broke his ass. That's for your wife.
But anyway.
So basically, Heath is a mortgage broker.
Correct.
All right.
I'm with Supreme Lending.
Who?
Supreme Lending.
Supreme Lending. The Supreme Lending.
So
names.
I've been doing mortgages for 29 years. Long time. Ranked number 1 on Zillow with over 300 reviews in Florida. So,
all right.
I'm a gangster.
So what are you selling?
I'm a
gangster.
I just help people save money on everybody wants a good rate on their mortgage. Bottom line,
what is your specialty? Houses, small income properties, commercial properties. What do you got? What do you do the most? What are you best at?
I would say conventional and jumbo loans. That's
conventional and jumbo loans for houses.
Correct.
For people that are getting qualified based on their income, right?
Yep.
All right, but can you do 1 to 4? At least
I can do 1 to 4. Yeah,
you can do a 4-plex. Still considered residential. You got lenders. How many lenders are you in touch with or can be in touch with?
Well, we at Supreme Lending we lend everything in house, but we're brokered to broker.
Why is he cracking when he talks?
About 15 different lenders.
His bike, you bought all this fucking new equipment, all the money you got, and it's worse than the last equipment. He's taking everybody's money you send in. He buys equipment, but then it sucks. He's cracking when he talks.
Can you hear me?
Talk.
Is that better?
Correct.
So we got 15, about 15, 20.
You don't hear cracking? Am I the only one hearing cracking?
I hear it.
We're all cracking. We're cracked up over here. Bunch of fucking crack-ups.
So about broker. Now, they're bank statement programs, people with stated income, things like that. So when it comes to commercial stuff.
You got to have tax returns. It's all the banks will know.
Not all of them. When we broker the loans out, we can do a 12-month bank statement. We can do a 1-month bank statement, or we can do a stated program.
All right. And access, like if somebody's credit ain't that good, they got issues, whatever. You got different types of lenders, like A, B, C, D.
Yes, basically, I have to go in and fix their credit. So I'm a credit specialist. So if they come to me at a 520, 530, I have to get them up to a 580. So
and then what about hard money? You know any guys who loan hard money?
I do have a few, but they're not.
They'll break your arms if you don't pay them.
They're like 6 points and 12% rate. That's
listen, you get what you got. I used to pay it. I didn't pay that much, but I paid to a Jew guy in California. Thank God I had him because I was fucking 21. Nobody wanted to loan me no goddamn money.
We also have a fix and flip. So if you're starting out, we can probably get, up to 80% down, and then you can get 100% of what it costs to fix the unit. So if you buy something for the very first time and you can flip it, they'll actually do most of the cost of all the flipping costs.
And what states can you get people loans in?
I'm licensed in 6 states. 5 states.
Can you name them?
Yes. Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, California, and California, and Texas. So
if somebody comes to you, needs a loan in another state, you got somebody you can refer them to, right?
Correct.
All right. So if somebody wants to get a loan or talk to a guy that's really going to try to fucking help them and it gives a fuck about him, is going to help them get their credit score up and whatever it takes to close that deal. And how do people reach you?
You can just give me a call at 727-222-9964.
And we'll put out his name and stuff. But I've never done any loans with him. But, he really can't screw you over. I mean, basically, he's going to lay a deal on the table and you either can swallow it or you can't. But,
at the end of the day, everybody wants the best rate. And
you do FHA?
FHA, yes, sir.
You do SBA?
At the end of the day, no, I don't do SBA.
Okay. So I'm going to test you out. I got the manager. I got her. I got a bunch of employees I can come up with that all need, and I'm even going to help them get their FHA loan approval. Okay. All right. If you can't do FHA, what's the next lowest down you can do?
Well, we can go down to a 550 FHA.
No, I mean money down. What's the lowest you can do? If you can't do it, FHA is 3.5% down, right?
5-10. It just really depends on where.
So you can still, if you don't do FHA, you can still get like a 5% down loan.
Correct.
If you can live in it.
But yes, you got to live in it on FHA.
But if it's not FHA, let's say you don't qualify for FHA, but some other bank might take you. You know, what's the amount of money you're gonna have down if you don't qualify?
5%. You
can probably do a 5%. If you can't get 5%, you go to 10.
Correct. And most people, if they're going to do financing and they're going to live in it, regardless if they have a 550, they just put more money down and go FHA because it's better rate. So instead of putting 3, you might get approval at 4.5 or 5 or 7. So it just really depends.
All right. So if anybody's interested in getting a mortgage in one of those 5 contact Heath. And we'll put his information out there. But, I'm going to put him to the test, and I'll let everybody know how he does. All right. So we got Heath here. If you got any questions about borrowing money on your first time, second time, fifth time, whatever. But you don't do commercial, right?
I do commercial, but they're more hard money. They're starting out at 8.
You're not doing good competitive commercials.
Exactly.
That's fine. You specialize residential. Nothing wrong with that. Now we got... I kept wanting to call him Jihad.
No,
Jihad.
There's also USDA loans with 100% financing.
USDA, the farm loans.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can still buy homes with them.
I mean, there's all kinds of programs out there. You can get online and find them. All right. So, Nihad, what are you doing now?
Me?
Except trying to bullshit me.
Well, I am representing people in crypto and real estate.
Who do you represent in crypto?
I can't announce it.
When you say you represent, what does that mean?
Well,
I represent people in cryptocurrency. What the fuck does that mean?
It means that if they have crypto, I help them buy or sell their home.
You're going to help them buy and sell
with
homes
crypto.
Or anything with crypto. So
Yeah.
basically, you're trying to be like a middleman transfer agent, and you make your money off the spread.
I make my money on the commission.
Commission for what? Transferring their money or making the transaction happen? Or
selling the home, buying the home.
All right. Very good. But can you go to a title company?
Yes.
So basically, but you still got to convert the money to cash, right? And then, put it in the fucking, it has to go. Is there any way of doing it? Is there any way of doing it without going with cash or wires or anything like that?
It all has to go through escrow, and the escrow can still hold Bitcoin, but the contract's still going to be in dollars. So if you're going to leave the currency in Bitcoin or any crypto, the person, one or the other side is going to have to hold the volatility. So if neither side wants to hold the volatility, then they'll have to convert into cash.
When you say volatility, meaning what?
Price going up and down.
During the transaction?
During the transaction.
Well, when it comes time to close, whatever the price is that day, you got to release the
Correct.
Bitcoin at that fucking day's price.
Correct.
If it goes up $100 to down $100, it's life. You're in fucking crypto.
That's it.
So if you want to buy or sell crypto, you need to come out with some kind of like marketplace and shit, or what do you want to do? I'm going to let you put the Ferrari on the market for crypto. Let's see if you can sell a Ferrari for crypto. She's ready to get rid of it. I probably talked her into it.
How many Bitcoin?
I mean, honestly, I'm not. As I told you, it's worth 100, cash to me. If you get me more, fine.
Contact me. My number is 727-755-1321 or Instagram Salt Life BTC.
Salt Life BTC.
Yeah, Bitcoin.
What does Salt Life got to do with Bitcoin? Salt Life is like fish and shit,
because
isn't it?
I sell properties on the beach.
Ooh, he's a beach seller.
That's it. In Costa Rica and here. And
he is a high-class beach bum. He sells houses on the beach.
Also, I'm working on the metaverse.
On the metaverse.
Real estate.
What the fuck does that mean?
Virtual reality.
I believe in reality.
There's virtual land. It's worth more than this house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't understand it. Well, explain it.
Well, we have to get you some virtual reality glasses to take you into the zone, huh?
You got to wear glasses to buy a fake house, a house that's not yours.
If you want to see it, we'll get you a fake
way you
boat.
can visit your fucking house to a pair of glasses?
They just sold a yacht for $500,000.
And the guy just goes and I'm going on my yacht today.
Yeah,
I'm going to put
it's
my fucking glasses on.
$500,000.
Ooh, wow. And then what happens if the fucking yacht's not going nowhere?
We can just
hang out.
You take it's all.
I closed today on my boat. Today I closed. It's all mine.
Or
Done deal.
You can go into your mansion on the metaverse. Spend like 20-30 million.
Well, I don't understand it, but the point is this: if you could sell something for Bitcoin at a higher value than a quick cash price, then,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're going to handle all that shit, people got Bitcoin, and I don't
Well,
know.
I
But
told
you got to prove me.
Well, I have an investor I talked to today that wants a Ferrari that has Bitcoin, and I'm seeing if we want to part with it. But he also has cash.
Well, whatever you can do, you can do. But you got to tack your commission above the $100,000.
Well, thanks for telling everybody the price.
Well, whatever. Like I said, nobody here is going to buy you a Ferrari, believe me. All right.
Well,
All right.
just to answer the question here too, me and Nihad met. How long has it been now? 4 years?
Yeah, 2017 when I was putting that
Yeah,
home, I
so-
call you when the market with me on that home on the
So
beach.
he was always pushing Bitcoin.
He's
Yeah.
a pushy son of a
Well,
bitch,
listen,
I'll tell you
I-
that.
It's
I
like,
was-
like a little zit.
I was telling him about Bitcoin at $4,000, $5,000.
$3,000. I didn't do it.
So you
Didn't do
told
it.
him about Bitcoin at $4,000 or $5,000, and then you got in at what price?
I didn't get into Bitcoin. I actually got into other coins.
You did. You getting it out. You got it out.
Well, I bought a 1.5 Bitcoin. I bought it at 37, got out at 54. So I made a little coin on it. But I invest a lot of money into Shiba Inu.
Shiba.
I know you don't want to hear about that, but
Well, that's another.
I got in at 9 zeros.
Sounds like
It's
a big
4 zeros
gambling
right
game
now,
to me.
so-
It sounds like gambling to me. And
It
there's
is,
nothing wrong with
it is.
gambling if you
Listen,
like it.
oh,
If it brings you excitement and, fuck it.
All I want to say is that I didn't really believe in the bullshit coins, but with hedging and putting money into silver, gold, and cryptocurrency is something that I've experienced, and I made good coin on it, all because of Niha.
Well, very
So-
good.
so-
Now, how much was Bitcoin when you bought your first?
My first
Was
one,
Bitcoin the first one you bought?
$10.
But Bitcoin was the only game in town, right?
In 2012.
And you bought Bitcoin for $10.
$10, and I traded it on the Mt. Gox exchange, and I lost a lot of it.
But it went from 10 to what?
It went from $10 to $1,200, but I was day trading it and I was making it, but the exchange went bankrupt.
Exchange. Everybody's making money. Why do you go bankrupt? Well, it's a game. It's a gambling game. I don't know.
The exchange got hacked.
So you don't have any old cheap Bitcoin anymore, basically.
I had to rebuy back
You're
in.
basically broke.
No, I bought
You're
back in.
Bitcoin broke. The piggy bank is empty.
What'd
But
you
you
buy
still
back in?
want,
But-
you're still a Bitcoin guy. That's the whole part I don't understand. You didn't make a bunch of money off of it, but you're still Bitcoin.
Well, I've been in it. I'm still in it.
You're still in it.
Yeah,
you know
you
why
know.
you're in it? Because you like it.
I love it.
You love that thrill.
It's like
that
the good
adventure.
thing is
It's an
that
addiction.
you get to hold your keys. If it's not, if it's not your keys, it's not your cheese. You know what I mean?
If it's not your keys, it's not your cheese. If you enjoy it, then go for it. I just hope you don't go broke. All right, so here we are. Aaron, you got anything for us?
Yeah, so I appreciate everybody sending in the super chats. So shout out to Charlie for the first super chat of the night. Thank you for the $5. Ben, let's just start this podcast off by saying you need a Lamborghini Huracan.
I can't fit in a Lamborghini or a Huracan.
You know who does want a Lamborghini
And I
Huracan?
could maybe fit in
The
it,
truck.
but the problem is I
SUV.
can't get out of it. My
Huh?
knees are too
SUV,
fucked up. The
Lamborghini.
car's too low. I had
You
that
could
problem when
get
you
into
Corvette.
the
Too fat.
Was the
I'm too
Lamborghini
fat.
the truck?
The truck one, the SUV one. Yeah, I forgot
What is that called? I don't
SUV
know.
what?
Anyways, but little Ben actually wants a Lamborghini. Believe it or not.
Little Ben can't fit in a Lamborghini, and his knees will go out just like mine did at his age when I had a Corvette. And he has to learn, he can learn from all the shit that happened to me. But, he'll buy one. He'll see that his knees are going to hurt. He ain't going to use the fucking thing, and he'll end up selling it and losing money. But, that's life. Everybody's got to experience everything. What else you got? Huracan.
Shout out John Black for the $10. Ben, if you were a woman, I would marry you. And we all know why that is.
Because of my tits. What else?
Oh my God.
I was gonna say money, but
Yeah.
I always go with that. All right. Shix, thank you for the $10. Recently bought a hotel for $6.8 million, upper mid-scale in Fort Worth. It has a $1.7 million revenue for the past 6 years, $700K NOI. I got an SBA loan, 4% prime and 1.4% prime plus. Fully renovated and good location.
Sounds like you're a fucking genius. I mean, everything you're saying there, the stars are aligned. The price you paid, your NOI, your what do you say? I got SBA loan, only probably 10% down. I've sold to people with SBAs. It's great. So congratulations. Now go out and do it again. You did one. Let's see you do another, baby.
All right. Shout out DK. Thanks for your channel. Using my VA loan for the first time, considering a duplex for passive income. Didn't know I could still do that until watching your channel. Shout out the vets and Emily. Go Navy.
Go Navy. I was in the Army. Listen, if you've been in the service and you qualify for VA loan, why a duplex? Go a fourplex and have more money coming in. You can do 1 to 4, no money down. VA. Every veteran should do it if they're in that point of life where it makes sense. At least try it for a year, then move out and rent the goddamn unit out. I don't think you only got to live there for a year. All right, very good. I'm glad you found out and do it, baby. Close the deal. Who's on the screen there? That guy looks scary as fuck.
Appreciate you guys. First of all, I just want to say thank you for the channel. Just found it and I really love it. My question is about Section 8. What are the pitfalls? Because I'm about to get into it. And my second question is about the commercial loans. How do you avoid, pitfalls with the interest only or using an ARM for 5 years?
Well, have you ever rented Section 8 before?
Never, sir.
What are you getting ready to rent? A house, a units? What are you going to rent?
Just a house.
A house. Listen, I made my career. My career was built on Section 8. If it wasn't for Section 8, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. But the reason why I went Section 8 is because I had to. I was in a rough neighborhood. I couldn't count on the people in the neighborhood paying the rent on their own. It was a poor neighborhood. It was a rough place. Section 8 guaranteed me the money. It all depends on your location. Now, if I was in friggin' San Francisco, a high-end area instead of Oakland, I wouldn't have been renting a Section 8. It all depends on what the market is. Is there a tenant? Is there enough good people around that you can afford to pay the same rate, and not have to worry about the rent? Then you rent to them or rent Section 8. The money's guaranteed. And, you just got to still screen your tenants, of course, like any tenant. But, to me, I had the security knowing that I was in a rough place to rent places. And every month that friggin' check came in and had everybody's rents with a list of all the names. And I was happy. I paid my bills and it saved my ass in a rough neighborhood. So it all depends on the location. As far as those loans go, what works for you? You're looking for cash flow? Then you want to try to get interest only. Interest only is not something they just give you. You got to kind of earn your way with getting interest only, where the bank's going to trust you. The only reason why they give me interest only is because they know I'm no goddamn risk. I got enough money where I can pay their fucking loan off anytime I want. So, of course, they're going to want to loan me as much money as they can. So the way they do is they say, we'll do interest only. This way I don't buy down the principal. The bank makes more money because I'm not reducing the principal, and everybody's happy, and I like the cash flow. Making money on the bank's money. So, you got to negotiate the best loan you can. You're talking commercial, but what are you getting a loan for? The house ain't commercial. The house still kind of like residential. What do you want to get a commercial loan for?
So I'm going to call you for a consult, sir, but it's going to be for a small development, 24 houses.
Well, you want to develop it, hopefully you got the land, and then, I'm not an expert on construction loans, but, you got to find the way banking works is every bank has a different taste for something else. You got to find a bank that has a taste for what you want to feed them. Okay. There are banks that specialize in construction development plans, stuff like that, and you're going to tell you what the hell they want from you and what kind of terms they're going to give you. But, it's shopping. You got to shop for the right lender to get the best terms. So, but if you're doing construction loan, you're not doing a long-term loan. You're doing something short. Get the fucking place built, sell them off, pay the bank back down as you sell the houses. And, you're looking for a specialty loan, which you got to find a specialty bank that does them. Probably if it's that kind of level, you want to find a local bank around the area that you're doing the development at. Local banks like to invest in their own neighborhood because if something goes wrong, they can fucking grab it right away and get a hold of it and start, trying to clean the mess up. But good luck to you, and I appreciate it. And go Section 8. In fact, I swear to God, the website to advertise your property is called gosection8.com. Check it out. And, but if you can get more money from the open market, it's a market, whatever the market commands you to do. All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
By the bedroom. Hey, how many? You got any extra space in that house to make another bedroom out of it? How many bedrooms is it?
So it was 2. I made it 3.
There you go. That's going to get you an extra $200 a month at least in the rent. Section 8 pays by the bedroom. So if you can always add on or take a dining room or some shit and make another bedroom out of it, hey, people need bedrooms. Sure. It's more important to have a place to sleep than it is to eat. You can always eat in your fucking bedroom. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, guys.
What else you got? You got anything, Aaron?
Yeah, shout out Dave, big boat status. Shout out Blake. I'm trying to sell my house that has been on the market for 3 weeks. No luck. It is only 2 years old. I do have solar panels and I have to transfer the lease or I make no money. I effed up getting solar panels, but any advice?
Yeehaw! He's trying to sell my house. It's been on the market for 3 weeks. No fucking luck. What do you tell him to do?
Well, I would first
It's only 2 years old, the house, it says.
I know. I would first see what the other homes are selling for. It depends if he's selling the home himself or is he talking to a realtor. But you have to see the comps. You have to see what the homes are selling for. But number one reason homes are sitting on the market, especially after 30 days, become stale is the price. That's what it comes down to. Because you put that home at $1, it's going to have a bidding war. So you have to maybe relook at the price.
You can't sell a house in this market. There's something wrong with the picture. Maybe
Well,
you
the
borrowed
interest-
too much. Maybe you overpaid because it's only 2 years old.
And interest rates are going up. And home
Listen, he was
prices
dumb
are
enough
going
to
down.
sign, no offense, dumb enough to sign a contract with a fucking the biggest
Well-
crooks in the world from what I've experienced, solar panel people,
Yeah.
you know, with leases and these long-term fucking things. I just got one of my employees
Well,
out of a solar deal.
The panels are not a bad idea because as prices of gas go up and they buy a Tesla, they're getting free gas. And so it's going to be self-sufficient.
You need an agent that's going to promote it that it has the panels.
Yep.
You got to use those panels for your benefit. And then if you can, I don't know if there's room, but mark up the price to buy out that fucking lease on the sales price of the house. Find out how much it costs to get out of those fucking and buy the solar guys out because you may have to do it. And you may have to jack up the price of the house to do it.
As they increase interest rates, home prices are going to come down. It becomes a buyer's market when interest rate is at the peak. And it's a seller's market when interest rates are low, because if you take a $200,000 home at 10% interest and a $400,000 home at 3%, there's mortgage is almost the same. But the benefit is as interest goes down, you can refinance and drop your payments. But if interest rates go up, you're screwed as a price.
His house is only 2 years old. He's only been there 2 years. So listen, you need a good agent and find out whatever's wrong with stopping you from selling a house and figure out what's wrong with stopping you from selling it and do it. Correct the problem and sell the house. I don't know. If you're underwater, I don't know. If you're in this neighborhood, Nihad can help you. But I don't know. Try and consult with Ben, and I'll talk to you about the situation if you want when we got time. What else we got?
Got
Got a caller.
Got a caller. We have a caller. What's up?
Your mic is muted.
He's what? His mic is muted. Muted. Somebody write up muted and put
All right, got it. Thanks. Hey, thanks guys for me.
Got it. He's got it. Uh-oh, here we go.
Hey. All right.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
nothing. I'm just starting out in real estate. You know, I got my first residential property done and I wanted to switch to commercial now. And, you know, I've started watching your videos and been following you along. Just wanted to get to hear from you. What would you recommend to someone who's starting new in the current market with interest rates and the way
Where do you
things
live?
are?
India or
Uh,
England? Which one?
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah, crazy
Austin,
town. Crazy town.
I heard Austin's a hot place. So
Yep.
what did you do? You just bought your first house?
Yeah, I got my first, residential one.
Are you
a
living in it?
four-bed.
You
No,
living
no,
in
I'm
it?
not. It's just investment, right? So I got
You
a
bought it
4-bed.
for investment. How much did you pay for the house?
I paid. Actually, I did a bit of. I paid 100K down, but it's like a 250 property.
You bought it for 250,000.
Yep,
Okay, you bought a house for 250,000. Did you use Bitcoin or cash?
cash.
All right.
Cash and
So
loan,
now-
right? Mix it. I took a
Was it
loan.
owner-
I took a
was
loan
it
out.
owner- Was it owner finance or you went to a bank?
I went to a bank.
You went to a bank, you gave 100 down on a $250,000 house.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of money to put down on a fucking $250,000 house.
Yeah,
Shit,
that's right.
20% is only 50 grand. So, okay. And what are you doing with it? Is it rented out?
It's rented out.
How much?
It's going for 1750.
1750. All right. Did you do the numbers? How much? I mean, you got a low mortgage, but still, how much is your mortgage, taxes, insurance every month?
It's around like 1100 or so.
So it's costing you $1,100 to run that place,
Yep.
and you now have a cash flow of $750 a month, right?
Yeah.
Or
650. 650. Yeah.
$650 a month, but you got $100,000 tied up in that. Let's
Yeah.
see. 10% of 100,000 is 10,000. 1%. Well, let's see. He's got how much a month? 600 a month. That's about $8 grand a year, right? So you're getting $8 grand a year on a $100,000 investment. What's that? 8%?
Yeah.
Well, not bad, but it's a lot of money tied up. You should go out and borrow more money against the house if you can. and then you'll get a higher return because you'll have less cash invested.
Yeah,
But
I think
okay,
that's
you got one house, it's cash flow at $600 a month. You got $8,000 coming a year, but you're tying up $100 fucking grand. That money should be spread out a lot better. And now you want to go commercial. How much cash you got?
I would say around 350 or so.
You got 350 grand. Well, if you don't put half down like you did on the house, or close to it, you could probably take I don't know if you qualify, you find the right property, 350,000 should get you $1 million deal or more, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you want to do? You want to go find a commercial property? Go find something that makes sense. What do you want to buy? A shopping center?
No, so that was another thing. Like I'm seeing a lot of these like 7-Elevens and but they all have like low cap. I'm not seeing anything with like a good cap right now, even in triple
Now's
net.
not a good time to buy real estate. You got to wait. Right now, interest rates going up. Prices they haven't got the shock yet to start coming down. Rents are way overpriced. I'm surprised your rent is even that cheap in Austin. But right now you got it's time to look. It's time to educate yourself. Look at the market. See where prices are. Keep looking for deals. And if you keep looking, sooner or later you'll find something. Maybe you'll find some apartments. Maybe you go outside of Austin into a cheaper area. You got to get in there. It's all about finding the deal. That's what it's all about.
How I got started in the beginning is I moved into a fourplex and I lived in one and I got the FHA loan. I put 3% down and 3.5% down, and I lived in one and I rented the other 3. I stayed there for a period of time and I moved to my next fourplex and I got 5 years because I had homesteaded it. I got 5 years to sell it without taxes, or I can just roll it over a 1031 exchange, and you can keep moving every 2 years and just refinance and move into that new unit.
I mean, my son buys a house every 2 years, but where do you live? Do you pay rent?
No, I mean, right now I'm paying rent, but I got a property under construction, which is going to take some time to get built. And the timing couldn't have been any better or worse, I would say.
All right. So are you paying rent right now?
Yeah, right now I'm
How much you paying?
$2,000.
$2,000 a month out the fucking window to some fat guy like me. That's what you're doing.
Hey, I got my property under build.
Buy you a fucking. You would have been better off. You would have been better off moving into that fucking house instead of renting it, and then you would have saved yourself. Then you would have owned a house. But $2,000 a month right now will get you. Probably get you about $400,000 place to live. You can go out and buy something. Why don't you buy? You look at maybe doing like he said. Look at a fourplex. Look at a triplex. Look at a duplex. Live in something. How old are you? You're not even that old.
I'm 32.
How old?
32.
Oh, 32. Must be the curry that makes him look that good.
Yes. Hey, but I got a property, Ben. Like it's under construction, so I cannot back out of that deal.
What are you building? What are you building?
Yeah, it's like a 4-bed, 3-bath.
Yeah, but when's it going to be done?
Yeah, it's probably by end of the year. I spent $1 million on that, so it's kind of stuck now.
So how much you putting into that? You're pumping a lot of money and building that. How much?
$250 there. So
that's it. That the whole thing's only cost you $250,000.
So it's $1 million value, but I put in $250 there, and rest I'll.
How much you pay for the land?
Land I just paid $50K, so that was not.
You paid $50K for the land. You're gonna build a house on it for $250. You're into it for $300. You telling me it's worth $1 million?
No. The house is with the builder, right? So the builder's housing cost, like what I had to pay the builder, I'm building it with a builder, not So
are you building it with the builder, or is he building it for you?
I'm building it with the builder. So
he's a partner?
No. It's just like some of these national builders like Toll Brothers.
Okay. So the guy's building you a house. It's costing you $250,000 to build a house, right?
No. 250 is my down payment. The house is costing. Yeah, the house is costing $1 million. So
$1 million. You only got $350,000 to your name. How are you going to pay for that $1 million?
That's different. So I do have more cash that I reserved for this primary house that I'm building, right? So that's different. For investment, I have $350 that I'm looking to do commercial with.
Well, you got to go find a deal, find an agent, or find, go online and see what you want to buy. You want to buy some shops, you want to buy a retail center, a strip center, you can find something with value, but, maybe find some apartments if you can find it where the numbers make sense. But right now is a tough time to find a deal. So I'm fighting every day for a deal.
I want to say something. How much would it cost for you to get out of that deal?
He don't want to get out of it. He wants to build $1 million house. He wants to live in $1 million house. He's 32. All right, 32. So how many kids you got?
One.
One kid. All right. Well, everybody's got a life. They got to live what they want. You want to buy $1 million house. Hopefully, it's the right time for you to do that. He's building his dream house. Leave him alone, God damn it.
No, I did think of that. It's just that, I put in money upfront a bit, and
You want to get out of it?
I might if it's it's appreciated already, but
Maybe
I put
somebody
in.
else wants to take your position and pay you your money back
Pay the
and take
difference,
over.
yeah.
I don't know. He's right.
But what if you buy the house in 6 to 9 months and you pay $1 million for it, and then the market crashes and now it's worth 500?
Well, hopefully
How are
that
you
won't
gonna-
happen.
How are you going to feel that way?
A brand new house. What do the houses cost around it?
It's in the same ballpark. So they've appreciated since I booked it, right? So I booked it for that, but I already see 200%. Like the current houses are going for $1.2 million and everything, right?
Well,
So-
let's hope it stays that way because he's right. The market's coming down.
Is it
You know.
the best way to see what it's worth is see what they're selling for? That's what someone's willing to pay.
Right now, I'm telling you, they said it's a 20-year low in mortgages right now. Oh, that's not good for you. It's a 20-year low in mortgage applications right now.
Right now, it dropped 80% this month.
So,
But
New,
rates
new
have gone
housing, new housing dropped. Just new housing alone last month dropped 52%.
inflation, no money.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna
We went from being filthy rich to broke.
There's no more $5.
bottom line is in the next 12 to 18 months, we're gonna be
I think it's
Hurt.
I don't know.
We're gonna
Hopefully
be
not,
ready.
but we'll see. All right.
So-
Good luck to
All
you.
right. Thanks,
Take care.
guys.
You got anything, Aaron?
Yeah. Shout out
Wake up.
Henry G. Currently looking at buying a commercial strip mall, but all the tenants' leases are less than 3 years with no options. How do you factor short leases into the purchase price?
I just bought a place down the block and had short-term leases on it. If the person's there, they're making money. If it's a small operation and their livelihood depends on that business and they're making money, then you should be okay. But if you think they're going to pull out and go somewhere or go belly up, then you got risk.
Well-
It's all about the tenant in the commercial real estate. A lot of times, they can leave, so be prepared. But if you feel like they're doing well, and you talk to the damn tenants. Say, hey, how's things going? All right, yeah, you're making money, yeah, you're staying here a while, yeah, all right, very good. Get a feel for shit. That's why I like to go out and touch my real estate. I like to look at it. I like to touch it. I like to talk to the tenants. I like to know what the fuck's going on so I can predict the future.
What kind of leases? Triple net?
I don't know. They triple net or they all gross. Don't matter. If they leave, they leave. He's fucked either way. But you know what? You definitely need to go and feel for it because and see, maybe maybe offer them some options or something. I don't know. Before you buy it, tell the guy, listen, I'll take this place off your hands, but go back to the tenants to see if you get a longer, or at least get options out of them, even though the options are worthless if they don't exercise them. But, maybe you can extend the leases out. Hey, any of these tenants want to extend the lease, but then you kind of cheat yourself out of the increases sometimes when you do that. But, get a feel for it and see how things, you got to feel the property before you buy it.
All right. Shout out Luis Vlog. Shout out Charlie. Thank you again for the super chat. Ben, okay, got it. You won't fit in the Lamborghini, but will you invest into the Nigerian lottery?
Number one, Nigerian lottery. Are you fucking kidding me? And I got some swampland I can sell you right here in the Gulf of Mexico. Nigerian. Oh my God. No, me no crazy. All right. I would invest in my own lottery. Forget about the Nigerian one. Let me tell you, I don't want to talk about Nigerians, but don't fuck with them. They'll get you.
Yeah, they will.
They're smart and they'll get you.
Yeah, they
Why? Because they grow up in these all these countries make people so hard because they grow up so hard. The damn governments treat them like shit and give them no opportunity. So then they're forced to just become professional at doing shit that ain't too cool. What else you got?
Shout out Victor. Have a duplex grossing $1,000 a month. Should I sell and net 120 to 140K or wait and let this property appreciate since it is in a fast appreciating area? I use the 140K as a down payment on 2 properties and gross 3 to 4K a month.
Listen, if you say gross.
Yes,
Gross $1,000 a month. What the hell is your net? That's what we need to know. What do you put in your
That's
pocket?
on a duplex.
In the duplex. What do you put in your pocket? It sounds like you might be negative or breaking even. So if you can make 120 grand, now is that profit or does that include the money you put into it? I'd much rather have even honestly, even for $1,000 a month, 12,000 a year. If I had my hands on 120 grand, I'd be rather have the 120 grand in my hands because it take me 10 years to get it 12,000 a year. So, but if you grow, if you're cash flowing, look at the difference. Do you like the cash flow? What's the return you're getting on your cash flow? Or is it better to go and sell it and get that chunk of money?
Well, you're fighting inflation too, don't forget.
Yeah, inflation. Fighting inflation. We need a superhero that can fight inflation. Inflation, man! What the fuck is inflation? Just means everything fucking goes up in price, right?
No, it means they're printing more money.
Printing more money.
Yeah, it
We're
means
not
they're
even
printing
printing.
They're diluting the
It means
cash.
the government's getting more money.
You know, the
More
only thing
money.
backing up our money is our way of life.
The more something is, the less valuable it gets.
It's called the invisible tax.
The invisible tax. What else you got, Aaron?
Shout out XI. Jew, thank you for the $9.99. Hey
Jew?
Ben, just wanted to say that I love your videos. Been watching you for a very long time. Born and raised in St. Pete. You inspired me to go for my real estate license, and I take my test soon. Love you,
Okay.
Ben.
Congratulations. Get that license and then go find Nihad, and you can work with Nihad, and he can show you the ropes.
That's
There's
it.
a lot of money in St. Pete. Downtown St. Pete is
Yeah.
booming. And you know what's best about St. Pete? Engine number 9, the best burger in town.
It is good.
It's so good.
It is good.
You know what I had?
So when are we going?
I thought I had the best burger.
We going
Uh,
this weekend?
tonight. I thought it was the best burger getting the heart attack. I mean, the heart attack burger was it. They gave you 2 big patties. They gave you a ton of bacon,
was
a ton of
crazy.
cheese, and onions and all this shit. And it was huge. And I thought but that wasn't the best burger. I converted from the heart attack to the Saint. The Saint comes with 2 burger patties, onion ring, and a chicken fucking strip on it.
What?
Holy shit! That hit
Listen.
that jackpot burger and
Yeah.
chicken in one fucking
I'll tell you one
sandwich.
thing. My mother always says.
And they have tater tots instead of
Oh,
fries.
I love tater tots.
My mother always
Love
says,
tater
never
tots.
trust a skinny chef.
That's right. I don't know the chef, but
I'm not skinny.
let's face it. Can I be honest? Every good restaurant in town. I know the guy who owns the best restaurants in town. Frank Shevers, he owns Baystar, and he owns all these restaurants. And I've been to all the fancy restaurants in town. Everybody in the fucking kitchen cooking is Mexican. All right,
That's
I'm
true.
just gonna tell you that's the truth. I know what Frank does. He goes around, he steals the recipes from all these high-end restaurants. He posts it in the kitchen, and the guy cooks it. He don't speak no English, but he cooks the hell out of that fucking. He has to. Oh yeah, he's got to put the recipes in Spanish now.
Frank's calling. Frank says.
Who?
Frank.
Yeah. Hey. All right. What else you got?
We have a caller.
A caller. Whose phone's ring? Mine.
Yep.
I can't talk right now, Tony. Your buddy doing a fucking podcast. All right. What do you got, Aaron?
We got a caller.
All right. Put him on.
Ben, how you doing? You got to give the people what they want. Can we get a let's make some money?
Let's make some money.
Woo! Hey, so I'm DK. I'm the one that
the
put
fucking podcast.
Did you trade me?
so I'm DK. I'm the one that put that super chat on about using my VA loan. My question is to you and Nihad, actually, who mentioned it on the last call. So tell me not to be a schmuck. So I'm approved with
Don't be a schmuck.
Don't be a schmuck. I'm approved for the VA up to $470,000. Got a good job, making mid 6 figures. Looking to buy my first.
Wait. Your voice
down.
is fucking up. All right, we got a new sound system. You know, it's
Wow.
fucking up. All
How's it
try it
sound?
again. Try it
How's
again.
it sound now?
How's it sound now? Are you doing something wrong on your end or what? You
I
got
hope I'm not.
your phone on, right? All right, you're on your phone?
I am.
You're on. Okay, sounds good now. Hey, what kind of property you buying for 470,000 big ones?
So that's what I'm approved to, but I want to make my money work for me. The fear that I have is buying a duplex or a fourplex, which makes sense to your comment. What are the hidden problems that people don't know when they're looking at buying their first property for passive income, where they're looking at a duplex or fourplex? How do you manage that? Is that through a property management? Are you doing it yourself? In your guys' experience, what can I look for? What's gonna
It's as long as nothing breaks, you won't have any problems. You're paying that person to manage your property to collect a check basically every month, and that's money that you can do and learn. That's how you're going to learn. They're just normal. These are just people renting a home, and they're just human, and they just want a clean, nice, safe place to live. Air conditioner works, water heater works.
How old are you?
35?
And you never bought a house before?
No, I was poor and a fuck up until I got out of the military, went to college, and now I got a good job, and I'm looking to have my money work for me.
All right, very good. So, listen, if it's your first time, you got wife and kids or anything like that?
Got a beautiful girlfriend sitting next to me.
All right, so that's fine because you don't need a big fancy place with kids and bedrooms and all this shit. All right, so if I was you, now when they qualified you for $470,000, they qualified you on like a house or something, correct?
Correct.
Find out what's the maximum they'll loan you if you bring them a fourplex and each tenant. Where do you live? What's rents? How much you paying for rent right now?
Right now, $2,200 a month.
Holy shit! Where the hell are you?
I'm in the Chicago suburbs.
Oh man! Listen, so basically, imagine telling me, imagine just to entertain the thought. Imagine if you went out and bought a fourplex. Now you go back to them who qualified you for the $470,000. You say, listen, I'm thinking about buying a fourplex, and 3 out of the 4 units are going to bring in a couple of grand a month. Well, how much will you loan me? Okay, because they'll utilize the rental income from the units to qualify for the mortgage. You need to talk to them because if I was you go out and buy I'm sure you can afford the $470,000 house. Your girlfriend will be happy. You guys will sit in the hot tub. You have a good time. But, it's not going to really help you in life, and you're playing catch up, no offense, So basically, if you can sweat it out for at least a year in a fourplex or a triplex, number one, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to eliminate that $2,000 a month you're paying for rent because you're going to be living at a minimum rent-free if you buy a fourplex. The other tenant's rent's going to pay all your bills. Yep. So you're saving $2,000 a month, like making $2,000 a month, okay? And then you can start taking vacations and all that shit. But the point is that if I was you, I would seriously entertain the thought of buying some property with your VA loan that has some sort of income. All right. And tough it out for a year or two. Managing shit ain't nothing. As long as you got a decent tenant there, they pay you the fucking rent, and you pick a good tenant. You got to screen your tenants. You got to do criminal checks. You got to do credit checks. You got to do background checks. I mean, or you can hire management if you want to help you, but it's best you do it yourself and learn yourself. And then you'll be right next door. So if the fucking toilet breaks, they're going to knock on your door and say, hey, my fucking toilet's broken. And then you got to call a plumber up and just come fix it. Big fucking deal. It's no big deal, especially if you get. But if I was you, I'd go for the gusto and try to score 4 units with your VA loan and live on your way.
That's exactly what I would do too.
Let me ask you this question: how much capital should you have sitting liquid in case water heater goes out, AC goes out?
What's a fucking water heater? A few $100. Have a couple of thousand sitting around. Have $1,000 sitting around for maintenance, repairs, or emergencies.
Water heater.
Are you living that tight on a budget right now?
No, not at all.
$1,000 laying around. I know you're hiding money. You got money in the fucking mattress. I can tell. Look at you and tell you.
If the water heater's
you
over
better
10
watch
years
out.
old,
She's going to steal your money. My girlfriend did.
If the
And I married her.
if the water heater's over 10 years old, you probably want to replace it. You don't want water damage.
We'll get down to that when you buy the fucking place. You got to inspect the place. You got to be prepared. You got to do an inspection. The veterans are going to do an inspection. They're going to do an appraisal, an inspection on property. You got to be prepared for stupid shit like that. But you can't sweat shit like that. What branch were you in?
Navy. Not all of us are perfect like you in the Army, Ben.
Well, maybe you should go live on a fucking boat then.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Listen, seriously, look into the fourplex, the triplex, and the duplex. Because at a minimum, you're gonna take your rent out of your fucking hair, and you just made yourself $24,000 a year or more. You're telling me. All right.
Thank you, sirs. Appreciate it.
Good luck. You got anything?
Yeah, shout out Jersey Kevin. Thank you for the $20. Why are you so against gross leases like in the last video?
Because I'm fucking gross.
They were already
At least that's
paying.
what my wife told me.
They were already paying their portion.
Listen,
the percent of
gross
the rent already.
leases. Why have a gross lease? Makes no sense. That person's there to make money on your property. Let them share in the fucking business costs. Cost to do business. Help me pay the property taxes. Help me pay how's your return on investment. I got to convert gross leases to all triple nets and let the tenant pay their portion of the property taxes, the insurance, and the maintenance. That's the way it works. A commercial. Everybody's making money. It's not like you're giving somebody a place to live. They're not making money on your place. This guy that has the ice cream parlor is making fucking money on my place. If he makes $5,000 more than he normally makes, is he going to go to me and say, hey, I made more money on your property. Here's some more money? Bullshit. He ain't going to do that. So I believe in triple net. I didn't write the rules, and that's the best return you get. And I like the less responsibility as possible.
Ben, let me tell you this. I know somebody that rents a $2 million home on the beach. What do you think about it? Smart or not smart?
Rent's a $2 million home. Depends what the fucking rent is. They rent it out or the tenants?
They are renting the home.
They are the landlord or the tenant?
They're the tenant.
And they're paying how much you rent?
Probably like.
Are we talking about you now?
No. 10, 15 grand a month.
I mean,
But he
they
took
can
his
afford
money
it.
instead of buying the home. He bought an apartment building.
Well, there you go. But he can, for 10 or 15 grand a month, he could buy that fucking $2 million house.
But he used all his money to buy the apartment. It's paying his rent, plus also he's making cash flow.
Well, hopefully you should be able to refinance and get some of that money out of the apartment building and buy the fucking house instead of paying rent every month.
He put all the money in. He bought like a 50-unit apartment building.
That's great. Well, he's got plenty of cash flow.
Yeah.
Well, he should be able to save up enough money for a down payment on a $2 million house. The down payment's going to be $400 grand.
He doesn't want the headache.
How much on a jumbo loan do we need to put down?
10%.
10, only 10?
Yeah.
So on $2 million, he only needs $200 grand. Let him go back and refinance the fucking 50 units or save up the cash flow. Listen, in 1 year, he's already given that fucking landlord $200 grand. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
But
His down payment he paid in rent 1 year out the fucking window.
But
he can move anytime he wants.
Yeah, but everybody's situation is different, though.
Yeah.
Well,
it
you
just
can move
depends.
anytime you want. So
Yeah.
you can sell your house anytime you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to hire a guy like you. He comes over there and he sells your fucking house.
Trust me, I'm trying to get him to buy a house.
Then tell him to buy it. How about you know what you should do?
I'm gonna have
How about approach the guy he's renting from? That's what I do with a lot of my employees.
Yeah.
I ask my employees, how much you paying for rent? Oh, paying $1,000 a month. This is not now, but back then, a few years ago, I'd say, hey, I tell a guy that works with me, call his fucking landlord up, ask him how much he wants to buy a house. Sometimes we want the fucking houses like $100 grand, and now I got the guy to go get a loan, and he bought a fucking house that's costing him. He owns the house now for $500 a month instead of paying $1,000 a month for rent.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you should always try to buy the house he's living in. Get him qualified with him, number one. Go call him, bring him over there, tell him to fucking get qualified for the loan. He owns 50-unit building, he qualify easy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then get him the fucking loan.
Yep.
This guy could probably give him a fucking 100% loan.
The
But he won't like the
90% jumbos
terms.
is a phenomenal program.
Yeah.
They do.
And you can find him a bargain. You're supposed to be a big real estate agent in Bel Air.
Yeah, I'm big with you.
Yeah. What else you got, Aaron? Anything?
Yeah, shout out EV. Thank you for the $20. I have $3 million in cash, live in New Jersey. What should I buy? Just commercial?
I mean, you can't pick and choose in this market. You got to kind of take whatever the hell you can get. You got $3 million cash. I mean, $3 million cash. Now we're talking about times at least 4 is what? 3 million is 12 million. I'd be buying $15 million worth of real estate with it, but that's me. I only do commercial right now. I can't afford to buy no damn apartments. I mean, maybe it's a rough place in Jersey. I get calls from people in some part of Jersey that are buying shit. But, look for the deal, whether it's a retail strip center or apartments. It's all about finding the deal, okay? And making sure that it's going to cash flow or have some upside to it. But, be careful. And if you want to just park the money in a good triple net deal, do that. Park it in a 6 cap deal. And then hopefully when you finance, it'll be a 12% return on your money, and only put down, hopefully spread that $3 million around. Don't use it all cash. You want to use the bank's money. Buy every $1 million shouldn't cost you no more than $250,000 with 25% down. Go buy a fucking dollar store and give you a 6 cap return. You can park 250 there. You can park 250 there. But make sure it's a good deal. What else?
Shout out Tree Tone. Thank you for the $4.99. Can you still get into real estate after bankruptcy?
You might know. Is it 7 years?
2 years. So
I thought it was 7.
FHA's 2, conventional's 4 years. VA, you can, depending on the circumstance, you can get in within a year.
Hard money.
Whatever happened to the 7-year rule?
That's if you're cashing out. That rule still applies if you're doing conventional only.
All right. So, you need to find a good mortgage broker. That's what you got to do. I would not be where I'm at today dealing with banks if it wasn't for a mortgage broker. He'd get his little fee from me or the bank or whatever. But, he's the guy that knows what banks will take you or will work with a guy like you or what programs will. And you need a good mortgage broker. If it's any of the 5 states, give Heath a call, and see what the hell he can do for you. But, let me tell everybody, your credit's more important than anything, right, Keith?
Yes,
Your credit is it. You're just a fucking number. Nobody cares what you look like, how fat you are, what color you are. It doesn't matter. You're a fucking number in the bank's eyes. So your credit's more important than anything. You help people clean up their credits.
So you can actually do a broker deal with about 30% down 1 day out of bankruptcy and get somewhere in the 8s to 9% rate.
All right. And then,
So
but
that's
you
not
can
bad.
also So the
Hold it.
bankruptcy, you have to just wait. When does it come off your credit report?
10 years. Full
10
years.
fucking years?
Yeah,
Yes.
decade.
There's no way around
Now,
that, right?
you can dispute and dispute and dispute and dispute and
can't
dispute.
really dispute a bankruptcy.
You
You
can
can dispute other shit. But.
You can. I've done it.
All right. Well, give Heath a
11
call
years
and
ago.
see maybe he can help you. But you better have some cash to put down when you got bad credit. When you got bad credit, you got to put more money down. It's a risk. Everything is based on risk with the banks. What else?
Shout out Ron for the $10. Hey, I want to hear what the guy in the blue blazer has to say about the market and the statistics he was about to drop. Statistics.
Oh gosh.
His name is Heath.
Heath.
Heath Hall.
He wants to know about what? The market?
market.
Tell us about the market.
I honestly think the
What market?
market is
Interest rate market, borrowing money, housing market. What market is talking
housing,
about?
housing
The
market.
fucking grocery store market? What?
Housing market. I don't have a crystal ball. If I did, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I'd be on the beach or singing tunes. But anyway,
You're on the fucking beach.
I-
Look out the windows.
I know. I knew that was coming. I would say probably in the next 12 to 18 months, the market is going to shift. I think we're going to see a big halt probably over the next 6 to 9 months, and things are going to start to shift into a buyer's market. That I know for sure. Now, Florida is a little bit trickier than other states. New York, California, you look at New York alone, you had 20,000 people move out of that state.
20,000, that's it?
20 million, I'm sorry.
No,
20 million.
There's 20 million people in New York, I don't think.
There
The
was.
city had 8 million when I lived there. Now it's up to 10.
No, it had like 24.
20 million people in
26,
Maybe
24.
check your numbers, goddammit. Don't be
No.
giving out false information on my fucking channel. Get your fucking
Sorry to bother you.
statistics
Sorry
straight.
to bother you, Ben.
Maybe 20%, right?
But the
No, but
point
the-
is, the good
the-
times can't roll forever, right?
Pete, history repeats itself straight up. I definitely believe that we're going to go into a bad situation market. It's going to, I feel that it's going to be worse than 08. That's my prediction.
Bitcoin's going to save us
So-
all.
So to hedge your bet,
That's correct.
I wouldn't personally be buying a house right now unless I had to buy a house and I had to live somewhere and it made sense financially.
That's good advice.
That's what I would
That's
do.
it. It's all about what your
Real-
payment is if you're living
commercial
there.
is
you know?
what I would buy. Just like Ben said, I don't think it's really a smart time unless you find the property. You
Well,
gotta
it's all
find
about
it.
the numbers. I mean, that's
Anything that's been on the market 30 days is stale, so you're going to be able to negotiate.
They
with
come
that.
in there and knock them down. And you need an agent like Nihad to get in there because he'll push them and he'll fight them and he'll get it down to the price as low as he can.
I mean, Neha, what do you think the market's going to do? You're the real estate guy.
I think with interest rates going up this month and next month, the home prices are going to come down. No, they're flushing out all the cash buyers because that's all that's coming to me. Nobody's coming to me for financing. And property's just sitting. It's starting to, and people are starting to get flexible and lower their prices. I mean, I saw prices already dropped 20, 30% in some places already.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. Let's say 6 months ago or 8 months ago, a year ago, a guy came to you and he qualified for a $500,000 fucking loan. All right.
Now he qualifies for 250.
Thank you.
Amen.
That's the problem
Right.
you have with financing. If people can't qualify for as much money, they can't spend as much money, you can't charge as much money. And the cash buyers are all running for the hills because they say the world's coming to an end. I'm hiding my money.
Well, a few things happening in Florida. The insurance fraud is happening with the roofs, and the insurance companies are going out of business.
You know why insurance company rates are going up?
Because
Because
of
labor went up.
No.
Materials went up.
Yeah,
And now
but
they
the
got
fraud.
to pay out bigger fucking claims.
We have more fraud than any other state in Florida.
But
Well,
we-
fraud's always a problem.
But the insurance company says if your roof is over 10 years old, they're making you replace it, or they're canceling you, or they're doubling your policy.
Because they don't want to spend
So-
all that money on repairing
I know,
their
but
shit.
look at gas
But
is
the
going up.
bottom line is this: the housing market is based on new sales. If you really want to know how the trend's going to go, look at the way the market is on new home sales.
Mhm.
It's falling
It's
by
falling.
52%
Because-
Short
last
Lenore.
month.
You know-
Short
you know-
all the big homes.
So I guarantee you, in the next 3 months,
Yeah.
we're going to see 80% fall.
The-
20%
reason-
low in mortgage
Well-
applications.
well-
The fucking home builders must be
It's
crying right now.
80%
Well,
less than
They're not
applications.
qualifying because homeowner insurance is up, taxes up, gas is up, food's up, income's down.
Yep.
I mean, how can I tell a client
It
to
all
buy a
affects the
house
market.
in this market if I wouldn't buy one?
Mhm.
You know,
Well, people always need a place to
But
live.
they
and
have
if
to have
you
a
can
place to
afford
live.
a nice place to live.
Remember
you know.
one thing: the stimulus is stopped. They're not getting any money from the government. A lot of foreclosures are going to start occurring because they've spent over what they can afford.
Listen, the point is everything goes up, everything comes down.
Yeah.
It's a fucking wheel. And you just got to be on the wheel, and you're going to see it all during your lifetime.
So
right now, shit should be coming down based on all the factors.
In the next 2 years.
And I honestly think it's timing the market, just like you said. It's timing. It's just like crypto, just like real estate. It's all about timing. It's when you get in.
Yeah.
If you can find that home at a good price and it makes sense, run with it, because you can always refinance and get a lower rate.
Yep.
The reason why people love financing with me is I can get them whatever rate they want by giving them the payment they want to get the rate they want. So it's not front loaded on the loan. So that's the bottom line. The less that you can save and give to the bank, the less goes in your pocket. I mean, the more it goes in your pocket.
Well, it's costing you more to borrow money now.
Exactly.
What else you got, Aaron?
Shout out Turbo. Thank you for the $10.
Turbo.
Should I pull a HELOC on my house in Phoenix? Need some funds for my used car lot and want to have cash on hand for properties when the market drops to invest in rentals.
Tap that HELOC's ass, man. Get that money, fix up that car, and buy you some real estate. I mean, if you can afford the payment on the HELOC, I always tell people to borrow money to invest money. Now, you want to fix your car up? Fine, fix your car up. Hopefully, you're improving the value and it's a classic or something. Or if it don't work and you need it to work, hell yeah, you better get that money and fix that car because you ain't doing shit without a car. But, HELOC's a great way to access money. You go to your house and you say, hey, give me a HELOC. Go to the bank. They give you a HELOC loan. You only pay money as you use it. So it's just sitting there at your disposal, and you only pay the interest on when you tap it. If you only need to tap $1,000, you only pay interest on $1,000. So it's a great thing to tap the. If you need cash, go to a HELOC because it's interest only, and it's simple. It's a simple process too. You don't do HELOCs. That's done through the bank, right?
No, I don't do HELOCs. But what I would recommend with a HELOC, if you do get one, pull out all the money, because if the market drops, they're going to suspend the line.
That's true.
So you still get paid.
But you're paying interest on that money. You're pulling out. And if you ain't got that money putting to work, paying the interest for you, then you're going to be coming out the pocket. So that's the downfall of that.
Exactly.
You got to take that money and put it to work in something that's paying you equal or more than the HELOC is charging you. So it's no burden. Speaking of burdens, what do you got, Aaron?
Shout out Doug Hanks. Thank you for the $20. He asked Rafal to check up on his call for Ben.
Rafal, check up on the call.
So look for Doug Hanks.
Doug Hanks.
All right.
All right. We're
Ben,
looking it up. Look it up right now. Call him.
Shout out Ben S. Thank you for the $20. What are your thoughts on real estate that had or has a dry cleaners on site with the possibility of environmental contamination?
Dry cleaners have been around since people have been wearing clothes. The point is, you need to have a phase 1 done and then possibly a phase 2 done, okay? Because the problem is there's chemicals involved, but is it the type of dry cleaners that actually use a lot of chemicals, or was it a drop-off station and they just, took the clothes in and then the truck came and picked them up? That's not going to have a bad environmental, but you got to do a phase 1 and hire an environmental guy to do a phase 1 on the property and a phase 2 if there were chemicals there. I deal with contamination properties all the time and deal with the state and the programs and the water, testing the water and all that shit. It's part of life when you buy those type of properties. But you absolutely need to know that you have a clean phase 1, or you're in a program that's going to eventually get you to a clean phase 1.
All right. Bart, thank you for the $10. I have not paying tenant. She offers me never mind. Michael, shout out Michael Murphy, shout out Johnny, shout out Ben Sherman. What do you think of investing in a quadruplex in Belgrade?
Belgrade.
Any deals that
I've
make sense
seen
to
shit
me.
in Belgrade. Vincent just sent me something of 32 units in Belgrade. All I know is it looked like a very depressed area to me. It's down in the fucking Everglades or around Lake Kokumi. And I sent him out there once to look at a 200-unit building that was totally like fucking really bad shape, abandoned, but it could have been a good opportunity for us. But he said, hell no. So when Vincent, tells me hell no, because he'll pretty much buy any piece of shit there is, then it's hell no. So I don't think, you need to go out there and visit it. Get a feel for it, okay? Belgrade, I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same neighborhood, is a pretty depressed area, but go check the property out and go there at night too and see what the hell's going on. And see if you feel comfortable and can you get tenants to pay your rent. This is Section 8. Do your homework.
Weekends at night.
Weekends, nights, Saturday nights, the big night, baby. If there's some shit going on, go there Saturday night after fucking midnight. That'll tell you.
Yep. We have a caller.
That's when shit gets started.
We have a caller.
We have a caller. Where the hell's he at?
Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. So here's my situation. I'm about to get in my first pretty big deal. I've got a 6-unit apartment building out in Virginia. So I've got the financing, got the money and everything. It's currently vacant. 2 of the units need a full gutting and some structural repairs on one of the sidewalls. The other 4 technically are safe to live, but still need full rehabs. What I'm having trouble with is trying to figure out,
How'd you get a loan
because
on
they're
it?
vacant and everything.
How'd you get a loan on it?
What was that?
How did you get a loan on it?
So the construction company itself, so here's the deal they get. They can finance the purchase plus the rehab. They charge a 3% flat fee, so no payments. That's basically their origination fee, and then 5% down on the total.
Why are you buying real estate from a construction company? Why didn't they fix the shit themselves?
That's true.
Oh, that's it. Their expertise is mostly building new homes, so it's kind of a side deal I'm doing with them.
All right,
But-
so fine. You bought this place. How much you pay for 6 units?
So it's originally was listed for $800,000. Sellers kind of got issues, got liens on it, so I got it down. He's going to pay the liens, but I got it down to $550, which in the area pretty good. The whole rehab.
How much money you got to pay for? How much is the rehab?
About $650.
What? No, how much is the total money you got to put into fixing it up?
In terms of the cash down,
You're buying it for $550. How much money is it going to take to fix it up?
about $650.
No.
What's your total investment?
You're not going to spend
In terms of the cash
$650.
in,
You're not going to spend $650 fixing it. Will you spend $100,000 fixing the place up?
yeah, my cash is going to be about 110 grand in.
How much is the total price of your purchase plus fix up?
Okay, about 1 point.
What?
That's a lot of money.
You're not going to spend $100,000 a unit on 6 units?
He's 800 plus 650.
What? He's buying it for $550. He said he got him down to.
Yeah.
Now, how much is the construction cost going to be to rehab it?
600.
600.
On top of the $550?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can fucking build from scratch for that price. Bullshit. What do you got to do? Bullshit. A kitchen costs $20,000. A bathroom costs $10,000. What are you doing in a fucking place? You can build it from scratch for that kind of money. It should be costing you 30, 40, 50 grand to fix up a unit at most. That's with granite.
Yeah. So what we're doing, it's a tax abatement property, so we're going to double the square footage of every unit.
Oh, so you're going to do
That's
construction
what-
on top of the unit? You're adding on to the property?
So they all share a back wall, so we're going to take the back wall out, double the square footage because it has to stay under 100% addition to keep the tax abatement.
How much square footage are you adding to the property?
In total, I'll tell you.
How much square footage is it now?
So each
People
unit
from
is
Jersey
like-
are very hard to deal with. That's why, we don't let them come across the bridge too much in New York. All right. So anyway, I hope the numbers make sense. I hope the rent makes sense once you're finished and it cash flows for you because you're going to be into this thing for over $1 million. I just hope you know what you're doing because then what's the price per unit and good shit that's already fixed? Did you do any
so right now, the
comps?
whole building's about 12,000 square feet. In terms of the units, it's a total of about 6,000 square feet. And so what I'm really having here, the dilemma is how to calculate my ARV. Because I know when you're purchasing it,
What's
right, if
ARV?
it already has tenants, I understand how to do that.
ARV,
If you're going to
What's
sell it,
ARV?
you're picking your cap
average.
after rehab value.
After rehab value, very technical. ARV.
So-
I don't do a lot. All right. So what's your value? What's your ARV?
So that's what I'm having trouble with because I understand the cap rate if you're buying it,
Comps.
it already has tenants. If you want to sell it,
Listen,
So-
what is another sixplex bringing in the kind of money you intend or plan to bring in? How much rent do you think you can get when your place is all built out and done? You're still only going to have 6 units, right?
yeah.
What are they going to be, 2,000 square foot units?
4 of them are about 900 square feet, and then 4 of them are about 900 square feet. 2 of them about 1,300 square feet.
Yeah.
After the rehab or before?
Correct. After.
After. I thought you said you're adding on square footage.
I would run from that deal.
Correct. So they're about half that right now, and then but when they get rented
Oh.
out, it's going to be 4 units of about 900, and then
You're
2
knocking
about
it down from
1,300
6
square feet.
units to 4 units?
It's 6 total. 4 of them are smaller than the other 2 because so there's 4 of them are going to be 2 bedrooms. 2 of them are going to be 3 bedrooms.
Somebody's at the gate. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah, I think with that,
how do I know it's
there's
UPS?
just no way that's even going to make any sense to pay that kind of cost to rehab that and do all that. To me, that just doesn't make any sense. To be profitable, you
better do your comps.
Yeah.
You better go and see what other properties that are going to be that are already rented.
too much headache
Same
for
square
that.
footage.
Yeah.
You better make sure the numbers work once the rents start coming in. How much are these things going to rent for when you're done?
So in terms of the rent, I have looked at the comps for rent. I'm looking at about 145K a year in rent. So with my all-in cost, I mean, in that sense, I mean, the cap rate makes sense, and that's where I've looked at it.
All right, if you're sure you get those big rents, and you're sure you're gonna be able to get the big rents, and you're sure you're gonna be able to handle, you have to refinance it somewhere down the road, I think, and make sure you can make your mortgage and see what your cash flow is gonna be and all your expenses, and hopefully it works out. I hope it works out. Just do your homework. Make sure you comp it out and see what a property that's already up and running at those rents is selling for. And hopefully you'll make a bunch of money. I don't know. New Jersey, anything's possible.
Was this his first deal? Is this your first deal?
First technically commercial.
All right. Well, you do your homework and work the numbers and make sure everything works out. Okay.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you. What do you got, Aaron?
All right, shout out Alex. As a first-time investor, how would you diversify 200K? Airbnb, triple net, low income. What do you think?
Whatever you can do, whatever's at your disposal. What do you have out? What's within your reach? You live in a tourist area or a place that people like to come visit, then you can try your hand at Airbnb. Plenty of people are making money at it. If you're in a rough neighborhood, you want to buy some beat up apartments and fix them up, rent them to Section 8, do that. It's all about finding a deal that makes sense. The numbers got to make sense, because if it makes sense, it makes dollars. So, you got to find what works for you and what you can handle. How much time you got to put into something. What was his options? Airbnb, Section 8, what else?
Triple net.
Triple net's going to give you a good return and not going to be much of a headache, but you're not going to have a lot of upside, unless you find something like 3 stores and one's empty and you can rent it out. And, you got to find something that has some fat on the bone, like me. Fat on the bone, baby. Some people are bad to the bone. I'm fat on the bone. Good fat
on the bone.
What do you got, Aaron?
Prime rib.
Shout out Jersey Kevin. Thank you again for the super chat. 15 an hour is killing business. It's driving up the prices. Milton Friedman said we should have no minimum wage. Let businesses set their own price. He's right. What do you think?
Milton Friedman's right. Who the fuck's Milton Friedman? Economics. Sorry, Milton. Anyway, listen, I don't know. I mean, it's hurting me. I have to raise my prices because I got to pay housekeepers more money, front desk people more money.
Milton Friedman predicted Bitcoin in 1999 also.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Oh, he must be like your fucking guru then.
He's your idol.
He predicted it.
Yeah.
Maybe he started it. Maybe he just created it.
It's called eCash.
Very good. Well, anyway, listen, I mean, like I said, the problem is they got to have some sort of minimum wage. Imagine if somebody makes $15 an hour, honestly. I mean, I think about it. $15 an hour is what, 24, 5 grand a year or something? What is that? $15 an hour. You work 8 hours a day. It's 120 a day, 600 a week, 25. It's about 25 grand a year. I mean, that's pretty hard to live on 25 grand a year, but that's why, I don't know. Problem is right now, the reason why we're paying more wages to nominal employees is because all these young generation don't want to work.
Well,
they want to work on Bitcoin to make money online. I'm not going to work at fucking McDonald's. I'm going to sit here and trade me some Shiba.
They're doing NFTs. They're making some killing.
NFTs and this and that. Tech has really, made people not say, fuck getting a job. I could call some guys. Well, I could call some kids that have $1 million.
Yeah.
In Bitcoin and cash. Whatever, they made it online,
Yep.
doing trading, doing selling, and drop this, whatever. I don't know, Bitcoins, and that's the generation. But that's why
Digital.
We have the least amount of doctors. People becoming doctors now because kids are fucking online instead of fucking going to college, becoming doctors, lawyers, accountants.
You got to look at the insurance cost to be a doctor. These big farmers come in and they scarf them up and pay $300,000 a year. And
the
they take all
hospital,
the
everybody's run under a hospital to be a doctor.
Yeah.
This way, the hospital protects you. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful with medical offices right now. A lot of doctors are closing up their practices and they're kind of joining the umbrella of the fucking hospital because they can't afford the malpractice insurance.
Yep. It's
How much
expensive.
did you sue the guy that fucked you up? You on board that face? I forgot you're from the Middle
That's
East.
a personal matter. But the jobs are going away because they're making kiosks all digital anyway.
Everything's going digital. The
Like
whole
order-
world's going digital.
they want-
Computers are going to run this
AI.
world.
They want you to order McDonald's on your phone.
That's it.
No cashier.
You know?
But you're not getting the service, man. It's like
It's
the service sucks.
As minimum
I
wage
mean,
goes up.
tech is great, but it's got everything comes at a price.
And make
You
it
know?
it's like,
This kid,
I
don't
want a
know.
burger with
Sometimes he's in
no
his room for
tomato.
fucking
They put the
hours.
damn tomato on my burger.
What are you doing in your room for hours? Playing that fucking game or what?
No, it depends. I mean,
Depends.
I don't do the same thing every day. I don't know. Just relax. Sometimes
night-
I want to be in my room.
Yeah, why? You don't want to be away from me? I'm not a pleasure to be around. What else you got?
Anyways, IGH Properties.
IGH.
Welcome.
He's our number one fan.
He's-
IGH.
She's our guy.
Not to be confused with IHG. I wish he was IHG because I got some problems in my Holiday Inn. But what's up with IHG?
IGH Properties.
IGH.
Thank you for the $300.
300
Appreciate it.
fucking big ones, Polak. That pays for the fucking mic she just bought at least. And plenty of sausage.
Okay.
And his family's shutting down their Amish store because they're going to remodel or reconfigure it, a concept. I guess they're going to do the same shit Starbucks went through. And
And my brother's going to Vegas.
and your brother's going to Vegas to gamble all the family's money away. All right, very good.
He said the guy from New Jersey really needs to go to consult with Ben before he loses his shirt. See you at the next Life for Sale live, Ben.
Listen, I sat on the phone with a guy today for 30 minutes. Okay, the guy's selling $150 million worth of real estate, and he called me up and we talked. I love it because I love talking about other people's fucking problems because I make their problems my problems. And we're talking about 1031s, we're talking about doing this, we're talking about doing that, and deals that he's running into some problems with his deals, how to handle that, and it's great. I love to do consult with Ben. So if you got a problem, go to benmal.com, go to consult with Ben. Tell a Polak to get me on the phone,
Yep.
and let's talk about what you want to do to make some money. All right, I love it, and I'm happy to do it. Unfortunately, you got to pay the Polak to get to me. What else?
Shout out Bird, thank you for the $5. Shout out Taylor Russell, thank you for the $10. Tell your drinking stories. Why are you sober? What happened? Could it be a whole video by chance?
What? Who? Me
Why
sober?
why do you not drink?
I
That's basically
don't
what he's
drink because I
asking.
got no fucking problems in my life. I smoke. Now you want me to fucking drink? You really want me to die quick, don't you? I'm fat, I smoke, and now you want me to fucking start drinking. Well, thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm not, alcohol puts me to sleep. I've never been, I drank when I was young a little, but just it wasn't my fancy, baby. I like to smoke. I like to eat. That's a fucking enough. I don't want to be a pig. What else? My
Shout
wife
out-
does enough fucking drinking for everybody.
Thank you, Golden Boy, for the super chat. My fiance inherited a house, no mortgage. Should we sell it?
Marry her first. Don't be a because if she's just a fiance, your ass ain't getting shit if she dumps your ass when she gets that money. So you better marry her, and then you're locked in, baby, for a piece of the action. So I mean, what do you want to know?
She inherited a house for no mortgage. Should they sell it?
I mean, it depends. You want to live in it? You want to rent it? You want to sell it? It's up to you. I don't think she'll have a big tax. If she inherited it, I'm sure it didn't exceed the gifting amount, so she won't have tax to worry about. What are you going to do with the money if she sells the house? How much can you rent it for? Will that help you guys' life and income? I mean, it depends on your lifestyle, But yeah, if she wants to sell a house, there's the man. He'll sell it. There you go. I mean, it's what you're going to do with the money if you do sell it. It's easy. I go out and right now and get my hands on plenty of money. What the fuck am I going to do with it? I mean, what am I going to need to have a plan? Money is something you have to put to work. So, but look at your options. What do I get if I sell it? What do I get if I just take a loan against it? What do I get if I rent it out? I mean, you could possibly just take a loan out of it, rent it out, get a loan against it, and have income coming in and still have some money in your pocket. That's called having your cake and eat it too. It's up to you, boo.
All right. Shout out Onward. Shout out Johnny. What do you guys think of let's see. What do you guys think about the Great Reset?
Recession?
Don't even get me started on
What
that.
does it mean?
Just means They're just saying, basically the reset's coming. So
Reset.
November-
Somebody got to press a fucking reset
November
button?
29th, some bullshit about the CBUST coin the government's coming out, Biden's coming out with. And to me personally, I don't think it's even going to fly. I think the American people are going to shut it down.
What is it?
But they're going to control your money.
Well, what does reset mean?
They want to get rid of cash.
They want to get rid of cash.
Digital dollar.
Why do you think they're compressing the whole Bitcoin issue?
I can't worry about that shit. All I can worry about is how much money I'm fucking making every month. That's all I look at. And what can I do to get more money in the bank? If I put the money in the bank, they ain't fucking taking it. I'll tell you that. So
The only thing I would recommend is be diversified. Diversify in silver, gold, Bitcoin, and real estate. Amen.
I mean, yeah, if you
Other than
diversified, you give yourself a layer of protection.
Yeah, every time I get money, I try to get that thing out of my hands as fast as possible, get it into investment. Get it into some.
I don't
Fucking
take
get rid
money.
of it like hot potatoes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do. Put it to work.
Put it to work.
Put it to work because I
Money
don't
is
want
a
to work.
tool to be used. What else you got, Aaron?
Shout out Preferred Drift. I live in Naples, Florida, and have 100K cash. What do you think of the market in Naples?
Love it.
You go to Naples?
Love it.
Will you take your? Let's see.
Well-
if he's got $100,000 cash, hopefully he can qualify. He's probably going to buy a house for at least the minimum.
3, 4.
You know, you go to Naples.
I'll go to Naples.
Yeah.
Or
I'll
3
go
or
to-
4 $1,000 out of the house.
We'll
You get a
go.
3% commission.
We'll make a road
get
trip.
$9,000.
You're gonna drive us.
You find him a house, you make $9,000. Will you do it?
We'll do it. Let's
You
go.
ain't gonna do it. He ain't going to fucking Naples for $9,000.
I love Naples. Naples. I'm
Naples
always
is a
there.
sleepy town. After 8 o'clock, it shuts down.
Yeah.
I
like
owned a
that.
lot of fucking property in
I'm
Naples.
an old man, Ben.
If I had the shit I had back then, oh my God, I'd be filthy rich right now. If I owned all that real estate I had. I had hundreds of apartments in Naples.
Did you really?
Yeah, I sold them. How are you going to do?
Well,
But
Man,
listen,
little Ben lived
Tampa,
there.
the Tampa Bay area.
shop around, and if Naples is too expensive,
Go to
look on the outskirts. Go to
Outskirts,
fucking
yep.
Fort Myers or somewhere in the middle. You know, go out. Things spread out. They get cheaper. You know, but and I don't know. What do you want? You want a house? You want a condo? You'll never find. I don't know. You might get a duplex. Depends what you qualify for. Triplex, fourplex. It don't hurt to look. The brokers got them. Go to CBRE. Go to Marcus Miller Chap. They got a section for small deals. Go on the MLS. See what the hell. But you better get qualified first.
Call me, Heath Hall.
You don't do commercial. He wants commercial, doesn't he? Or he wants a house. He wants a house?
House. I think.
He said, yeah, he didn't even specify. The type
Call
of
Heath.
property.
Maybe he
Call
can
Heath.
get you a loan.
Well,
There's $100,000 ain't gonna buy you shit in Naples.
There's also, I want to say, there's a webpage that helps people fix their credit. It's called creditinfocenter.com. It's free and has so much information. And the lady that created it was a collection agent, so she knows how to get stuff expunged from your credit and how to verify.
Nothing more important than have a clean credit. It's like having a clean criminal record, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, you gotta keep a clean record, baby, so people trust you. I don't trust you. What do you got?
I got nothing else right now.
Nothing
so-
else. Are we done? How long have we been here already? Holy shit, 8:30. We've been here a fucking hour and a half. All right, everybody.
Make sure
If you need a real estate agent, you got to get a hold in this area. Nihad, what's your last name? You got a website?
Yeah, just firstbitcoinrealtor.com.
First? No.
First Bitcoin Realtor.
You gave us some other fucking website.
Well,
a
no,
minute
it's
ago.
Instagram.
Was
It's Instagram.
saying
Salt,
some bullshit.
Salt Life BTC.
SaltLifeBTC.com.
That's it. No, it's his Instagram.
It's an Instagram. What else you got?
Firstbitcoinrealtor.com.
Or you can find them at the 7-Eleven between 3 and 6 panhandling.
Part time.
Get a hold of Nihad.
That's fine.
What about Heath over here?
Heath
He's
Hall,
got money to
somebody
loan
lend me.
you.
Just call me. I'm instant gratification guy. You can just call me at
Instant gratification.
7
My wife said.
727 222-9964. That's 727-222-9964.
Yep.
Love to talk to you and give you any advice I can. Thank you.
And then make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the
Listen, I'm gonna
notification
tell
bell.
everybody
If you
right
want to
now.
get him on the phone, go to benmala.com/shop.
Listen.
Hey, so Ben,
We
And
are
Ben.
nobody unless we have 500,000 subscribers.
You're right. We're
How
getting
many
close.
subscribers
Hold on,
we got now?
So
How
we
many?
are-
So
we're at-
who are you going to give
Let's
away
see.
some money to
What are
somebody
we at?
for getting up to that 500,000?
Right now, we're at 446K.
All you think about is money. Why don't you go play with your fucking bitcoins and go get Sheba to fucking help you too? And you might as well include Doji in there.
I think Meet Kevin gave money
Hey,
away.
and also he's almost
I'm
at.
not Meet Kevin. I'm Meet Ben. Ben don't give nothing away.
I bet you didn't know this. You're almost at 40K on Instagram too.
Listen,
so
I
go
need
follow his
subscribers.
Instagram.
YouTube does not recognize our channel unless we have more than 500,000 subscribers. How many we got right now? We're full.
446.
We need 54,000 subscribers now. You go, you tell your grandma. They ain't got to watch it. All I want to do is go on YouTube, go to Ben Mal on YouTube, press the goddamn subscribe button, and you never got to hear from me again. Is that too much to ask? Go tell 54,000 people or whatever we need right now. If everybody tells 100 people, I'll have it done by tonight. Thank you. Adios, amigos.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you having me on the
Yep.
show.
Thank you.
How do you say assalamu
There you
alaikum?
go.
Assalamu
You said
alaikum.
assalamu alaikum.
Wait,
Sorry
and
to-
At first, I thought you guys were saying salami and bacon. I said they don't fucking eat pork.
if you want to follow my Instagram, follow me at Aaron_Malalife.
I don't want you on Instagram. Your mother told you you're not
Yeah,
allowed to
okay.
be on Instagram.
Nobody told
sorry
me
to bother
not
you,
to do
Ben.
anything.
Sorry to bother you.
All right. Good luck. Good night. Adios, amigos.